This video is how to make a scatter plot using Google Sheets. By the end of this video, you should be able to copy data into a Google Sheet, use Google Sheets to create a scatter plot with the title and axis labels, add a linear fit and evaluate whether it was an appropriate fit for the data, and to save a copy of the graph to your drive. So we could see that we are signed into Anson's Google account. So the first step is and he's going to open up the assignment. And for an example, today we're going to do the 7th problem, problem H. Okay, here's showing volume and pressure of gas in an expandable, like piston-like cylinder. So he's going to make a copy of everything. And he's going to then go to Drive and open up a Google Sheet. And I'm going to highlight the first two columns, Control click or Command click, and then I can paste either Control V or Command V. Okay, let's not worry about this first blank column at all, blank row at all. All right, so let's add a scatter plot. And what we do, and it's already assumed I want a scatter graph, which is because I've kind of trained it in a way. What if we're doing this for the first time? Then we would select scatter graph. So let's do that as if we're doing it for the first time. Insert. Okay. Now it has very nicely inserted a title for us in the standard format listing the dependent variable versus the independent variable. And it's already included the axes labels with the units on both the horizontal and vertical because they were included with our cells. All right, so let's see what we could do with this. Add a linear fit just to learn how to do that. It doesn't look like it's a linear fit. It looks kind of curvy to me, but let's see what happens. Now we would like to add a linear fit. This does not look like it's a very linear looking graph, but we'll give it a try. So we need to make sure this little menu is available by clicking on the graph. And then we want to go to Advanced Edit. All right, so we're going to customize this by adding, scrolling down, and adding a trend line. So we're going to select a linear trend line. And we're going to update it. After we've added a trend line, we're going to have the equation on our graph too. And update. Okay, so here we have our graph with the trend line. It's saying that the slope of this line is a negative 0.013. That would be atmospheres for every milliliter. And that it has a y-intercept right here of about 10.5 atmospheres. So it's saying that when our volume is 0, our pressure is going to be, which doesn't make sense because look where it's heading. Looks like it's going to head further up. The smaller we get, it should head up. This is also telling us that we have a x-intercept when y is 0. When y is 0, x is about 780 or so milliliters. So we'll have to think about whether that makes any sense. When we have no pressure, is this going to be the upper limit of our container? Okay, so last thing we're going to do is we're going to save the image. And here it is, right here. And we can click on it and store it where we'd like. Store it or move it to where we'd like, or save it. And it will save to our drive automatically. You can rename it if you'd like. Pressure versus volume. And you can save it to your Google Drive if you'd like. Now, I just wanted to show you what you could do in case your data does not come with axes labels. You can add it by clicking on this drop down and going to Advanced Edit, like we did for adding a linear fit. All right, so we can give the chart a title, pressure versus volume. And we can label the axes. It's going to do the horizontal first. And so I'm going to add the title of the axes and the units. And now I'm going to change the vertical. Pressure in atmospheres. And click on it, and there we have it. All right, so if you don't have the labels, you can create them. So we've learned how to copy data from a document into a Google Sheet, highlight that data, and create a scatter graph or scatter plot that is labeled, and to make a linear fit, and to save it to our drive or download and save it.